Welcome to the channel PK 2023. Hope everyone has a good time watching our videos.
Ten Hag, Bruno is getting better and better. Erik Ten Hag was impressed by the performance of Bruno Fernandes, and his current form in general, during Thursday's 1-0 win over Real Betis. United booked a spot in the quarter-finals of the Europa League with a 5-1 aggregate victory, and our number 8 was instrumental in both legs of the tie, scoring a header at Old Trafford and proving to be a creative spark from a variety of positions over the pitch. He's very strong, he's very good at recovery first, so he is a really good athlete, Ten Hag told the media in his post-match press conference. He has so much energy, he can play in so many roles. For tactics it is brilliant for the team that he can play these roles. The Dutchman continued, we can play him there midfield where we can benefit from him to overload areas, where he can outplay opponents, so we get in good situations and so we will create chances. He is also very important in the counter-press and in the pressing, so his transition is a really fantastic skill for him. The boss believes our Portuguese Magnifico has been in excellent form for some time, adding, he is an example for the team. I think his performance once again was brilliant, as well as in recent weeks, he's in brilliant form. It looks like he's getting better and better from game to game. Despite some calls for Bruno to be rested, as it is being reported he has played more minutes than any other player in the top 5 leagues this term, and he would have missed the quarter-final first leg if booked at Betis, his importance to the side, and the way we play, cannot be underestimated. Ten Hag reveals admiration for Andreas. Erik Ten Hag has praised former Manchester United man Andreas Pereira ahead of the midfielder's return to Old Trafford with Fulham in the Emirates FA Cup this weekend. The 27-year-old called time in his 11-year association with club in the summer and joined recently promoted Fulham, on a permanent deal. Having so far made 31 appearances for Marco Silva's side this season, the Brazil international has become something of a standout player at Craven Cottage and will be keen to ruin her attempts to progress to the last 4 of the competition on Sunday afternoon. Ten Hag has worked with Andreas in the past, at former clubs PSV Eindhoven, and was keen to show his admiration for Pereira and his form so far this campaign. Andreas Pereira is a really good player, responded Erik, when asked at his pre-match if he regrets letting him leave the club. I have known him already a long time, I had him in the youth team at PSV, before he transferred to Manchester United. I am really happy for him and that he is progressing that well. I think it was the right step for him as I think he has to play on a regular basis. Spending time in the youth ranks at PSV, Andreas worked closely with Erik during his time as a coach there, before moving to United back in November 2011. The Belgium-born playmaker made 75 appearances for our first team, whilst also enjoying 4 loan spells away from the club with Granada, Valencia, Lazio and Flamengo. Opting to mark a new chapter in his career, Erik shared his admiration for the midfielder and his team, ahead of his return to the Theatre of Dreams this weekend. He didn't do it over several years at Manchester United, but then there comes a point where you have to switch, Erik told reporters earlier this afternoon. Maybe to take a step back in order to progress in the future, and I think he is doing a good job, that is quite obvious, as is Fulham. They are playing in a good way.
Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe channel, comment and sharing our videos.